Gian, huge congratulations. You are the new European champion, your first PDC major title. Just sum up what are the emotions like right now?
Yeah, good question. Over the moon, really happy. You know, I've been playing so well this year, picking up my first player championship title, getting close on the European tour, and losing out in very good matches on the majors as well. And you know, this weekend was my weekend at the end, and yeah, really happy.
In the final there, I got a bit nervy after you've missed those match starts,
Yeah.
and then Luke has his own match starts. What's going through your mind at that point?
I missed 100. I hit a treble 20. I was like, okay, 2 darts, just get it in, and you're done. And the first dart on the wire, second dart just below, and he hit the 85 on the bull, and that shows you why he's the world number 1. You know, only the very good players can do that under such pressure. That's what he did, and when he hit that bullseye, I was like, this was your chance. That's what I had in my head. Like, and he started off 140, but luckily I started off with a 180, and I got back in the leg. He missed the 69 on tops. You know, if he hit the 69 tops, he would be sitting here, and not me, and I would be going home. Not very, but a little bit disappointed, of course. But you know, he didn't, and I took up the 100, and yeah, really happy I did.
We saw what it meant to you at the end. You said you weren't going to cry again, and you
Yeah.
did. We saw you go to your family.
Sorry.
And so what was that moment like, sharing it with your family?
Amazing. You know, my girlfriend's here, my manager's here, been here all weekend as well. My girlfriend's supporting me everywhere we go, and you know, it's amazing to share this moment, this specific moment with them. And you know, they've been behind me for the last many years, and yeah, to share this moment, this title with them, it's phenomenal.
Many of your fellow professionals have said it was only a matter of time until you won one of these. Now that you've won one in this busy time of year, do you feel that everyone will look at you a bit different now, and there's perhaps a target on your back because it's a very exclusive club to win a PDC major?
Yeah, maybe. I think so, but like everyone said it, like you're due your first title on stage. Like European tours, I had 3 out of the last 4 European tours that made it to the semi-finals, but especially last weekend against Aspinall, 6-3, 6-4 up, lost it 7-6. You know, that one really hurts because even though we don't, everyone says they don't look at social media, but we do. You know, especially I see it, and everyone said, yeah, you know, he's a fantastic player, but he bottled it once again. So it's like, of course, everyone says you're due a major or due a title, but it's always going to be difficult. With this playing field, it's going to be difficult, but thankfully I got over the line this weekend, because if I would have lost this final, it would really hurt, and it was always going to be tough to get to another final or maybe even get the first title, but luckily we did it this weekend.
Well, number 7. No.
It's not bad.
Great rise.
Yeah.
I know you didn't want to talk about it then, but now when you're in Premier League contention, you've won a major, you're in the top 7 in the world.
Yeah.
Are you now in contention?
Hopefully. You know, if Barry or Matt is listening, then yeah, I would love to be in the Premier League next year. But you know, so many people talked about it before this weekend, and it was number 15, and everyone said, you know, he's done nothing yet. You know, he can challenge Luke and Michael, but he's not won a title. Well, I have now. So you know, if I get the invite next year, I'll definitely be in it.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So, you know, huge well done on lifting your first ever major. As Phil said, you know, fans and other players were talking about it, that this kid's going to do great things in the sport. Did you feel that pressure coming into not just this tournament, but other tournaments as well? The pressure to perform?
A little bit. Like, of course, you know, everyone's talking about you, and everyone says, yeah, he's going to be the next one to do big things. But I felt a little bit pressure to show everyone. But you know, you're here for yourself. I'm here for myself. I'm here to show everyone what I'm capable of. But you know, if I lose, like, everyone can talk about it in me, but I'm still the only one in my bed thinking about why I lost. You know, it's only going to affect my life, not the rest. So of course everyone's talking about you, but you're still here for yourself, and I always keep reminding myself of that. And so yeah, not too much pressure, but yeah, maybe a little bit.
When Luke Humphries had missed a dart up top, and he was on 100 and that dart went high, you hit the 48 and the 32, how did you keep composed in that moment? Because I remember, I think it was after the World Youth Final against Luke Littler, you were saying that dartitis in those big moments is still almost there. How do you remain composed to be able to take out a shot like that under the utmost pressure?
Good question. You know, I think everyone knows where I come from with, as you said, struggling with outsiders, and I think you can see it on the double 16 as well. You know, me trying to like the ghost throw to get the tension out of my arm, and that's like because of the outsiders. That's why I do it, and I think it's always going to be there. But you know, I said to myself when I hit the 48, I'm only gonna throw for the double 16 unless if I'm 100% sure in my head if I'm gonna hit it. And that's why I did. You know, if it took like 10 seconds extra, I don't care. As long as I hit it, then I'm happy. And yeah, that's why I did. But you know, if I miss it, Luca's gonna hit the double 10, and he's gonna be the champion. So yeah, it's very difficult to keep that tension under that pressure to keep you calm.
Now that you've won your first major, does this change the goals or expectations for the rest of the year now with still quite a few events left to go?
Not really. Yeah, it's nice to win your first major, and of course it's phenomenal, but I still keep my head down, especially for the Grand Slam, for the Player Championship Finals, for the World. You know, Grand Slam, the main goal is to get out of the group stage, and then from there we'll see a game after game. Player Championship Finals, win your first 2 games and we'll see it. And the World's my main goal at the World Championship is to win my first game ever at the Worlds, and so we'll see it from there. You know, even if I lost on Thursday against Damon, I would have said the same thing. So no, it doesn't really change much.
And just one more question from me. I think one of the things that's always impressed me about you is your mindset and your maturity for someone so young. I remember a few years ago when I was talking here, you said that you went through education because you wanted to back up in case that didn't work out. How have you been able to have such a great mindset, a mature mindset, while still being so young? And what advice could you give maybe to other young players who are trying to come through, maybe even a little bit of guidance there?
I don't know. For myself, you know, as you said, I always said to myself, finish your school, finish your college, get your degree, and then I got my tour card when I was about 6 months from my degree. But I got my degree. So, you know, I said to myself, as long as darts doesn't work out, you're going to always get a good job, pay your mortgage, and then live a good life. And that's what it's my advice to other players as well. You know, we see so many good players now from 14, 15 years old, and who probably get hyped up by social media and everything else. And my advice to them is finish your college, finish your school, get your degree. As long as, like, darts is going to... You've seen players like Phil Taylor, but especially now Paul Lim as well. 72, somewhere around that.
Yeah,
still qualifying for the World Championship. So dart's going to be around forever. Get your degree, and then you know you can always try darts. And if it doesn't work out, at least you got a backup plan.
Thank you, Gian. Huge well done tonight.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, massive congrats on winning that title. One of the stories of this evening has been your hand injury. Can you just give an explanation again of how it happened and how did you overcome that in that final?
Yeah, this afternoon I played Ryan Joyce, and I used quite heavy grip on my dart, like the diamond grip, but there was one sharp edge on my dart which I was just playing, but the sharp edge cut my finger. So yeah, I had a little cut in my finger, which it wasn't painful like anything else. It wasn't. The pain wasn't an issue, but the blood, it was all over my thumb and my, what's this called in English?
Index finger.
Index finger, that's it. It was all over my thumb and index finger, and that's why I gripped the dart. So my darts, especially in the semi-final against Michael, were slipping all over the place, and especially the first 5 legs, I was just beating myself up, like, how does this happen in the semi-final, in a major? Like, you're playing so well all weekend and you can't lose because of this. And in the end, you know, Michael missed his chances, and I took mine, and that's why I won that game. But in the final, I was like, okay, you're in the final now, forget about it. Just see what you can do to dry up that blood, like it doesn't affect your game. And I tried as much as I could in the final. I think I did well. First couple, maybe like the first 5 legs, it was a bit affecting, especially on the doubles. But you know, from that moment onwards, I was just keep my head down and try not to think about it. But it was a bit difficult, but you know, in the end, job done.
You just won the European Tour Grand Final, if you will. Can you just explain how important the European Tour has been in this brilliant development that you've taken over the last years?
The European Tour is massive. Like everyone's talking about getting a tour car, playing on the Player Championships, but you need to qualify for the European Tours, especially with the new rules now. I'm qualified for all the European Tours. Next year I'm going to be hopefully seeded for all the European Tours, but to get that stage experience is phenomenal. Playing in front of 2, 3, 4, 5,000 people week in, week out, 15 weekends next year. It's great. It's you're playing the best of the world week in, week out, and it's especially for this weekend, like to get all the stage experience for the majors. Well, the European Tour is massive, and then I think the PGA is doing a very good job in that.
Playing the best in the world is a good word. You've just beaten the world number one. There were some beautiful scenes between the two of you after the final. Just a word on Luke there. How good has he been in defeat?
Phenomenal. That's why he's the world number one. He can take defeat so well. I think I didn't hear much of his interview in the final, like after the final, but I heard he was devastated, and he should be. He missed the match start. If I would have lost, I would be devastated. But to see how he hugged me, all the words he said to me, like deserved champion, you're phenomenal, like stuff like that. That's why he's the world number one. He's such a guy, and he deserves all the praise that he gets.
Thank you so much, Jan.
Thank you. Thank you.
You going to the prize wing and having drinks
No,
after a week off?
I'm not going.